right, this is it. This is all you got to do. We're putting it together now. We're putting together the 4 parts of the culminating assignment that you worked on all semester. Part 1 was the longest. Part 2 was a choice of 3 options. So this is just one of the 3 that I wrote down. So don't freak out if it looks different than yours. Part 3, local tourism, is what I'm looking at right now. I'm just taking a quick check for everybody who's submitted it. And I'll have that ready soon. But you can make the final project. Just don't solidify it until you get my feedback, which is going to come this week. Part 4 was due last week, and it was a short one, just talking about the Indigenous ties to your country, and then giving credit. So you have 4 sections of links that you're going to. I didn't actually write it there, but you understand that there's expectations for links in all parts. So you'll put that on a separate page. So all you're doing is putting it together. The challenge is you're going to make it under 5 minutes. Okay. And you have a lot of information. You're going to have to figure out what's important. I don't want to watch things that are 20 minutes long. I don't. So you're going to have to figure out how to make it under 5 minutes. There's a self-revision checklist here. It's not required to download. It's on the content page of the Brightspace. So what to look for, make sure you're looking over things, run on sentences, overused words, check your spelling errors. Those are underlined in red. Grammar is underlined in blue. So you can click on those and see their suggestions and see if they can be fixed. All right, so that's your responsibility to make sure it's beautiful. Tips for my preference is the narrated slideshow. 100% has to be under 5 minutes. The second tip I'll give you is how many slides. So part 1, this will be a slide. So basic information of the country would be 1 slide. The second slide would be the whole thing, concepts of geographical thinking. Conducting an inquiry is 1 slide. Analysis of the site is 1 slide. And giving credit will be on a separate doc. So you don't need a slide for that. So for the first part, 1, 2, 3, 4 slides. So you're condensing your work into 4 slides now. Part 2, there are options, 3 different options to choose from. 2 slides. Okay. You don't make it longer than you have to. You have the information. Now you're making it more precise, taking the important information and putting it on the slideshow. You can narrate all the other information. You just don't want to have it overwhelming the people that are looking at your presentation, like me. Local tourism, I'm looking over that right now. 2 slides. And then Indigenous ties, 2 slides. That's all. And if you can't make it short and concise, I can help you with other suggestions. The slideshow itself doesn't need many words on it. Don't shorten up sentences because that looks silly, but use point form on your slideshow. Make sure all the fonts are the same. Okay, you want to make sure everything looks really nice and condensed. And then when you talk, your narrated part, when you're talking about it, you fill in all the rest. Okay, you fill in all the rest of the information that you don't see on the slide. Okay, that's the whole point of a narrated slideshow. That's what I do when I'm teaching as well. Okay, so I hope that helps. There's a whole bunch. Oh, and there's a reflection. So the reflection and the works cited are separate drop boxes, and they are worth a lot more this time. So you have to make sure you go through every single APA reference that you've done over the 4 parts. Okay, each part has one, and then you're going to copy and paste it for now into each correct part of the of this handout, and then check the format. Some people are missing so many things still, and I don't understand why. If you have an ND, that means that there's no date. But there's people that have no dates on everything, and it's impossible. If you have no dates, that means that you do not have a credible website. It's not credible if it doesn't tell you what date it is. So you're going to have to take a day to actually look at your works cited and make sure it's good, and make sure it's perfect. Alphabetical order by author, the reverse tab I talked to you about, one reference title. When you make it in Google Docs, it gives you, every time you enter it in, it gives you another reference title. Don't do that. So here is help on how, instructions on how to use the citations properly. And if you're going to do Google searches, or don't use Wikipedia, but you have to make sure you get to a specific site. You can't just say google.com, because it doesn't take me to where you were looking. Okay. So I will be spending more time on this, and it's worth a lot more this time. This is the final one, the final countdown. Okay. You got to make it perfect. It is not going to be an easy mark. So for the works cited, you have to make it perfect. I will definitely take a look at part one if you ask me to. Send it to me in an email, not the Brightspace email, but the actual Outlook email. Send it to me. I'll take a quick peek at it. I only look at a couple of them, and I will help you. Okay. So again, if there's anything else that I can help you with, please let me know in emails, and then I could help others with those questions as well. Okay. So please let me know. Email me with Outlook, not Brightspace, and yeah, make it fun. Have fun with it. You're like the tour guide now. Okay. Make it fun. I can't wait. You guys have been making some really good work, and I can't wait to making some real good work. I can't wait to see the last one. So thank you very much.